Hello, welcome to Neon Gorilla. My name is Ben Files, and today I'm going to show you how to use AI to drive real commercial outcome. Now, there are 900 million people on LinkedIn, right? How to connect with them, who they are, where they work, and you haven't done it yet, or you don't do it consistently enough. Why? Because it takes time. It takes a lot of time to actually engage with people. Engage with them enough to drive a conversation that connects to a commercial outcome. Thinking of what message to send, finding the right person, sending the messages, follow ups, thinking about it late at night. Ultimately, stop. Let's do it. Let's do it right now with AI. I'll show you how it works. So, first of all, we start in Sales Navigator. It's a tool that LinkedIn actively publish as their way of chopping and choosing who you want to go after. Like I said, 900 million people. Now, what you do is you filter out by the company, the head count, the size, the location, maybe the job title of the person you're trying to go after, or shared experiences or groups. And I'll sit here with you and I'll make sure that that list is exactly what you need to be connected with. And that's the guiding light, right? Who to connect with is number one. Once we've got that, we're going to bring that list over into a platform that we've built called Canopy. Now, Canopy is where all the magic happens. It's where you'll design your AI agents and you'll watch them go to work on your profile, messaging the list that you've designed with the right messages, having the right conversations, and ultimately you're going to have a feed of DMs to look at. They're automatically tagged whether or not they're interested by the way that they've replied. If they've replied positively to a message that you've sent, ultimately they're interested. Now, after that, you can press a button, get their phone number, and give them a call and say, hey, we've been talking on LinkedIn. How you doing? Now, that's a conversation that is received much better than most cold calls, as I'm sure you can imagine. Now, before we get into it, here's an example of a client that I work with now called Damien. Now, Damien was in a campaign that we were reaching out to, and here's just, how a conversation might happen, right? We reached out to him, we asked him how he's doing for leads. He didn't respond. We sent him another one, and then he responded. Always need leads, Ben. Now, what would you do in that situation? You'd probably think about what to say. You think, oh, yeah, that's a lead. Hopefully, you'd get him on the phone, but if you missed it, maybe he goes elsewhere. If you didn't say the right thing, maybe he gets bored. This is what we cover. Our AI is trained on hundreds of thousands of sales conversations to see what people actually want to hear. So fair enough. Most MDs are in the same box. Are you currently using any AI tools to help with the team, or is it all still manual? We're trying to reveal pain. I am solo, etc., etc., etc. So we're digging through the conversation, and Damien ultimately agreed to a meeting. We sent him the link. He joined the call, and now he's a client. And since then, Damien has made a fair bit of cash using this system. In fact, within 8 days, Damien had 17 grand's worth of jobs on his board from systems that I set up that ran on his profile to his customers. So this is the inbox. This is the main value, right? But outside of that, you've got your assistants. You design your assistants. You train them on who you are and why you are, and how it should talk, and the pain points that it's trying to reveal, and some example conversations would be cool as well. The more that we can get it to talk like you, the better it's going to be received. And then there's the campaigns area where you're going to watch all of these things happen. So you'll see a live feed of data, open rates, connection rates, response rates, interested rates, all these kind of fun statistics that are going to let you, the manager, actually test different groups. And that's where the real value is in marketing. It's in data. So you need to test groups all the time to find the most optimal outputs, the right offer with the right audience that's going to drive value for you. And that's what we do. We run 3, 6, 9, 12-month campaigns with you and your team. We bring your profile, your team's profile. We put it all together to make sure that the resources that we already have, our network, how many connections we can send in a week, these things all help produce more value. And that's what we want to do. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this demonstration. I hope it's answered a fair few of your questions already, and I look forward to answering some more on calls, email, you know where I'm at. So thank you very much for watching, and welcome to Canopy.